Hello everybody, welcome to another project we're doing. We are SNF 404, Sanity's Not Found. I'm the person who will be hosting the stream, who will be running the games today. I am Big Otaku 2118 on Discord. You'll know me as Pride of Creamland 1. With me, I have my friend and fellow commentator, Shinryu Zero. Say hello, Shin. Shin? Shin?
Hello,
Oh.
hello everyone. President, also known as DevaIntoner, but most who know me on Discord refer to me as Shinryu Zero.
Today we are playing Harvest Moon DS Sunshine Islands, the spiritual successor to Harvest Moon Island of Happiness, which is one that is probably one of the most despised in the series because it doesn't touchscreen control everything and the game itself really didn't work too well. If you want to go for one of the two games, Sunshine Islands is always more expensive, but it's worth it. Let's start the game. Oh, nope, I don't want to continue. Did not want to do that. We're going to go back because we didn't do much in the first day in the island. We're going to start over fresh. Yes, we're going to overwrite this. We haven't gone far in that game. We've only gone like literally not even a whole day in. We're going to be playing as a boy. And we're going to be playing as... What's a good name for him? No. Put my name in because that's not a very telling name, but I know we had the birthday as, I want to say, was it autumn 28th, was it autumn 24th, Shin, that we had? I know Raph,
I believe so.
I know Raph, yeah it was, I remember it was close to what I always choose. Because they choose autumn, Shin chose autumn. Another commentator by the name of Raft, who is not here, Delta Fiend also known as, he chose 24th because he was born on the 24th of an autumn month. I was born on the 27th of an autumn month. I always choose autumn 27th. So it's a very close relations in terms of date. The Sunshine Islands. There's a lot more to the islands after something went wrong, though. Our job is to restore these islands from a few small islands to a much bigger chain. And here are some of the inhabitants of the islands. As the game kind of chugs. The game is chugging a lot worse than it did the other night. It did not do this the other night. Pardon for the chugging. There might be a way to... How do I slow this down? Let's see. Configuration, emulation settings. Maybe if we slow it down a little bit. I am completely new to doing this. Not completely new, but I've only been doing this for a short little while, so I'm trying to figure out how to make things work optimally. Because ROM loading. I'm trying to figure out quite how this works. Sound settings for emulation settings. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try this. Yeah, enable advanced bus level timing. It will improve or fix some games, but it's very costly. Disable this if you want more speed, but not if you're tassing. Especially helpful if I have no clue what that second thing is. We're not tassing, so let's try this. We have to reset the ROM for this, though. So, quick reset. I'm trying to optimize this thing, and I'm not tassing this, so that's I never will, Task. That looks way too complicated. I think this is worse than it was before. Does that seem like that, Shin? Yeah, it seems like it's worse than it was before.
It's... If you're talking about visuals, it looks fine. In terms of functionality, you might be experiencing some trouble on your end.
This worked the other day just fine.
I will be returning shortly while you sort out the technical issues.
Okay, you do that. I'll wait till you come back to finish this. I'll ping you in Discord when I'm done. If I get done trying to figure out how this works. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out a few things here. Display method, background input, background pause, path settings. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, this is kind of laggy, frankly. Hello. Trying to figure out how this works. Okay, let me try to figure out why this is so slow. It worked fine the other night when I was doing this, so I have a lot less going on into the computer stuff, so I don't quite get what's going on. I do not know how to edit this stuff, so I apologize for all this going on. I'm not happy about it either, but I'm trying to figure out exactly how this works. Now, maybe if I close that, that'd probably take up a lot of space. I can get rid of this. Let's see if that improves things. Okay. Let me
sorted out. A friend merely wanted to test his headset,
Ah.
so that issue sorted out. Well, not really an issue, just
Okay, let's check if this works. So far, it looks good. I had to close a bunch of stuff, other stuff. I'm hoping this works better.
So I'm looking at Plant Zoo right now, and I have to say the game looks beautiful.
Yeah, this game's lagging hard. Nope. I'm gonna crash Chrome entirely in a minute. Maybe that'll break things up. Let's crash Chrome. Get rid of Chrome. Okay. Let's try that.
Oh jeez, they have that bird.
Okay, let's try a different game.
Plant Zoo features one of the most dangerous birds on the planet, the cassowary.
Ah, I've heard of them. They're not very friendly at all. They're poisonous, if I recall correctly. Aren't they poisonous?
Cassowaries, they are not.
Oh.
But they don't need to be when they possess more strength than ostrich and talons that can disembowel you.
Yeah, I know cassowaries are probably the most dangerous bird we have on our planet at the moment.
They are. It's to the point where zoos are generally required to
Special training.
Special training and to provide riot shields for staff.
Holy crap!
Yeah, these birds do not mess around. Going into a cassowary enclosure is dangerous work.
How do you know a bird is badass when you need a riot shield to deal with it? Holy crap! Woo! Damn.
They have been known to, even then, there is actual footage of staff being knocked on their rears, when the riot shield itself was kicked.
Ooh.
The birds do not play around, it's difficult to deal with them, but they generally are an attractive creature to display due to the infamy associated with them. That and they're beautiful birds to look at.
Okay.
But to anyone listening, another type of streaming I may have in mind for the future is Planet Zoo, and
I would love to commentate on that.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to commentate, especially considering you just need general knowledge on animals to get the most out of it.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be back. I have to look for something. I gotta check something really quickly. I'll be back in 1 second.
Alright, enjoy.
My DS game case. Always have it over here. Goddamn thing go. You know, there's a lot of money in there, and I always put the damn thing on the table.
It's in this apartment.
I'm back. I had to check something quickly. I have Harvest Moon DS, and there's certain copies that are bugged to where you can't do something. And I gotta find out if it's a bugged copy or not. And if it's a bugged copy, unfortunately, that means buying a new one. And unfortunately, they're kind of not cheap. And you don't know what you're getting either, because you have to have a certain a number on the back of it to know if it's a certain version.
In the meantime, I have come up with a name for this Planet Zoo streaming series.
Oh?
I'm going to be calling it the Review the Zoo series, where we'll be taking a look on the Steam workshop and checking out the various zoos many players make, giving credit where talent is due, where credit is due for their talents. As artistic zoo design doesn't come to everyone, we can all come together and appreciate when someone has created truly something special.
Okay, I have to get a whole different copy of the game. Perfect. Apparently this copy has a bug to it where you can't marry a certain character in this copy because there's a bug that didn't get patched out. So I gotta find out where to buy a copy of it, and hopefully it's a... God, this isn't gonna be cheap either. I gotta mark that down for a later thing. I apologize for all this, people. Because in Harvest Moon DS, the physical copy, there's version 1.0, 1.05, and 1.1. And only in 1.1 can you marry all the characters, all the girls. Because, well, not all at once, but you can marry every bachelor that's possible to marry in 1.1. Because in 1.1, there is the problem of some of the items that you can buy aren't in the list of items. Some of the items are bugged, and you need the items in order to be. You need to get every item logged in order to marry either the Witch Princess or the Harvest Goddess. And so I gotta look through eBay and such to try to find a working one. This is not gonna be fun. I'll do that later. For now, I have the lovely thing right here, so... Actually, let's see if we can run Harvest Moon DS on this. We're gonna... Actually, we'll do Sunshine Asphalt. Let's do what we did before. Start. Once again... Yes, we're gonna overwrite. Boy, you already did this. So again, we're going to choose birth season of autumn, 24th. Okay, hopefully it doesn't lag as much this time. I kind of closed everything out except Streamlabs, OBS, Desmosme, and Discord. We kind of need Discord to communicate. Alright, we're through this. Yeah, it's kind of chuggy, but we have to deal with it. Until I get a DS capture board, we're going to have to deal with this. Some of these characters we won't see until later in the game, I don't think. No, we'll see them. We'll see them beforehand. I'm thinking of the predecessor, Island of Happiness. All the little homes and such. I'm just gonna check the control settings quickly because I learned the other day the hard way that some of the control settings aren't very friendly. Oh, what do you know? I can actually use my PS2 controller for this. This helps some. This actually helps that I can use the PS2 controller USB to do this. It works fine with other games, but not the PS1 games. I don't quite get how that works. Let's see. Start, select, LR, out. Trying to figure out how this works. Oh, it's over there. Okay, good. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Okay, I think we can actually do this proper now. It's gonna be a lot easier. We just moved here to start a farm. We're gonna meet taro. For those who weren't here the other night, taro is actually a real fruit. Tuber, actually, from the Pacific. If you ever tried Hawaiian poi, you tried taro pounded into powder and then made into some kind of gunky thing. Never tried poi. Everybody is new to the town, or the islands. It's time to meet the older people. Mirabelle, of course, as she said, runs the animal shop. Should be where we were getting our cows and sheep and chickens from. When we ship really good, when we've proven we can take care of cows, sheep, and chickens, we'll be able to get better versions of them. The better versions are more finicky on how they, I think, only make a product once every 3 days. They make their products less often, but they're worth more money. And some of their better products, you can only make certain recipes with the better products, not the regular ones. Check where we're getting our seeds from. Gannon is the one who builds our house and upgrades our house in town. And Taro's out walking weatherman. Taro will always know what the next day's weather is. No. Hold on. Control something. No. Have a little bit of control issues. Oh. Up, left, down, right. No, this is supposed to be down, right. There we go, that's better. Mess the controls on this. Having an actual controller do this rather than your keyboard is so much easier. Platinum. Half plant, half animal. Our farm will be raising both. What?
Plantables.
Yeah. We are growing mutants here. They'll all be happy to help us if we have the correct amount of money. And Tara's going to show us How to grow crops, the obligatory tutorial. You may know how to do this with the back of your hand, but he's still going to show you how.
When you've been doing this before he was even programmed.
Yeah. We got a hoe. Get a rucksack out. It's much easier than using this in the touchscreen. We got a big field right here. Now in this game, when you plant things, it'll be in a 3x3 seeds. When you plant seeds, they'll be in a 3x3 square. Generally, it's best to play 2 squares, 2 rows of 3, and then 2 on the ends, because the center thing is generally impossible to reach until you get a better watering can. And here's some turnip seeds. Turnips are a basic crop you start with in every Harvest Moon game. You learn how to make turnips generally, first thing. Equip these seeds. Still getting used to controls. Now, our stamina and fullness are on the top right. Fullness is how full you are in food. Stamina is your energy. If you use a tool, you use stamina. Fullness, you can keep stamina up by eating. If you don't do any action, stamina won't decrease. However, fullness will always be decreasing after you can. The less full you are when you use stamina, the more likely you are to use more stamina. And you can refill fullness by eating something, at which point the meter doesn't fill up all the way, but it does slow down and fill up a little bit. The longer you go since it's been your last meal, be it a small herb or a large plate of eggs, the less full you'll be and the more stamina you'll use. And as Tara says, if either one bottoms out, you'll pass out and wake up the next day. You'll also be weak the next day too. Herb time. Bamboo shoots and wild herbs will be off sustenance for now. Next, we're going to learn how to water. Luckily, we have a watering source right by this area. Diary is where we save, by the way. We can't quite... Yes, you can run into people. We are one. What are our crops? And then we're done with the first day. First off, if I can type, well, not type, if I can get this working. Weeds don't do anything. Weeds, I think you can ship weeds for a very tiny amount of money. They're not
the recreational type.
Yeah, not that kind of weed. That would sell for more money, and I don't think that'd make I think that'd make the E rating of the game kind of poof away in something like an M rating, if not an outright AO rating. Probably M, frankly.
I was going to say,
Probably M. Yeah, it'd be an M rating.
use of recreational substances is not enough for a AO rating.
Yeah, that's isn't Grand Theft Auto, and that's not AO.
Yeah, an AO rating has
Like
been
extreme
indicated.
sexuality.
It would have to tick so many boxes to hit the AO rating,
Yeah.
to the point where it might not be a game anymore, and instead something that people should really...
Think twice about buying. I know, like, I remember a while back I read how, I forgot what game it was, but it was a game that they were... No, it wasn't a game. I remember back when they were discussing, like, the gambling controversies, like, with the, not gambling, the, oh god, with FIFA, the FIFA controversy, they were saying, like, this is online gambling, kids shouldn't be exposed to it. I know they were trying to push for it to be real gambling in the game. If they were able to actually get FIFA to be classified as legitimate gambling, that would I think that's an automatic AO rating, which would mean pretty much no regular game store can carry. It's actually against, I believe it's against the law for regular stores like Walmart and GameStop to carry AO games. So if FIFA could actually get that classification of legitimate gambling, oh, they would not, their sales would plummet hard. I mean, really hard. And we water all across for the day. That stump we can't get rid of right now. We need a good axe, not the first axe we get. After we harvest the turnips, we throw them in the shipping box over here. Taro ships the items, he gives us the cash. Hey, we can ship anything. I think we can ship weeds too. I think, I may be wrong. We're gonna save our game. In this game, whatever file you pick at the beginning of the game is where you are always saving. We will be using save states because every save state is, we're going to try to get all the girls if possible. First, we're going to befriend everybody. Now we're going to get rid of this stuff. Save game. Again. No. We want to overwrite. Note in the upper screen we see sunstones and number of islands. We have 5 islands right now and no sunstones. Sunstones are MacGuffins to bring back all the islands. You only need 70 to bring up every island, but if you want to complete the game 100%, you're going to need all 100. The problem with this game is there's no checklist to tell you what ones you've gotten, which is not a fun thing. Because if you don't know, if you do what I did and wait a while before playing it again, you have no clue which ones you've gotten, you're going to be in for some trouble. Yes, we're going to sleep. We don't go into the blankets. First off, we're going to water our plants. Our watering can isn't very big to begin with. We're going to learn how to upgrade it later. For that, we need Wonderfuls. In this game, you cannot catch the butterflies. In later games, you can. And sell them. And like that, we've already done all the chores for the day. Oops, nope. I love how it defaults to no. Let's go meet some of the other islanders, shall we? Look at that chug. Tarot will tell us what the weather is for tomorrow. Drizzle? Now, in most Harvest Moon games, you don't need sunlight as a thing. You just need to water your crops once a day, and they'll grow normally. Unless it's raining out, in which case it's already going to count as a rain day, as a water. In some games like this one, you need sunlight and water, and you never get equal amounts of each. For example, if it's a cloudy day out, you get 1 unit of light. If it's sunny, you get 2. If it's hot, you get 3. If it's drizzly tomorrow, you get 1 unit of rain, but no units of sun. If it's raining, 2 units of rain. If it's a typhoon, 3 units. Plants need a minimum amount of rain and sunlight, water and sunlight to get to the next stage of growth. If you max out one without minimizing the other, in terms of what the plant needs, the plant dies. So if you get too much water without enough sun, your plant dies. Too much sun, not enough water, your plant dies. Nothing will quite crush you like growing a plant to the next to last stage and then getting killed by bad weather completely out of your control. Expect that to happen a little bit, like what happened to me before. It's hinted Taro could be a former player in the game. He wears clothes similar to a lot of old Harvest Moon characters, the originals. Much as Shins pointed out before, he looks kind of like Mr. Mackey from South Park. I believe you pointed that out, Shin. Was it you?
That would be me.
Here's Felicia. She is Taro's daughter. She's a cutie. One of the eligible bachelorettes. This is Natalie. You can tell a bachelorette by the little heart in by the portrait. If you see a little heart there, you can marry them for the character you're playing as. Elliot here is Natalie's brother. If you're a girl, he's one of the eligible bachelors. There's another shipping bin. We're gonna collect this wild stuff because this is gonna be. Sometimes the wild stuff is kind of picky as to what it wants to do. That is the house of the gourmet of the island, Pierre. Pierre is another bachelor. He's my favorite personally. If only because he loves food like I do. Now, one thing this game introduces is quality. It separates items based on quality, size, and freshness. The more you see quality, size, and freshness, the higher the item rank. Item rank dictates how much it's worth. Yeah, notice how notice how the thing on the left is filling up. That means we're full on items. Oops. And we already have full on items, so let's go sell some stuff. Look at that chug. We don't need weeds. What?
Classic. No, I mean, if you think about it, considering you can sell weeds in game, I guess there's always someone out there who's gonna need them for something.
Yeah, freshness, quality, and size are completely random when you pick up wild crops. When you're growing your own crops, quality is dictated by how well it got watered in sunlight. If it got the minimum amount of water, if it got the minimum amount of water and sunlight possible to reach that stage, it's going to have better quality than if you gave it too much water, too little sun to reach that stage. When you're growing crops, it starts out at a small size. The longer you leave it on the vine, the more the size grows. However, again, if the conditions go wrong, you could kill your crop entirely. Freshness is always maxed out. The longer you hold it in your inventory, the lower the freshness gets. Later on, we're going to get a kitchen and a refrigerator to slow down freshness lost. We're going to sell some stuff to get some cash. I want to sell some stuff right out the gate. Oh god, that chug. Here we have the diner. When we get a kitchen and want to learn recipes, we give food to our friend here, Nick. We can buy food from Nick, and if we give him items, if we give him food, we can learn recipes that we can make at home ourselves. Oh, this thing's chugging hard. Over here we have Chen's shop. Chen is out. Over here we have Chen's son. This is Charlie, Chen's son. He's a cutie. If we want to equip Wonderful the tools, he's our kid. Here we learn about Wonderfuls. Oh, never mind, we talked to the wrong person. Equipping Wonderfuls. They're your tool upgrades. We can buy them and put them in tools. As you can see, the tool here has 7 Wonderful slots. We're not going to get a tool with that until much, much later. Now, we can choose to remove Wonderful, as luckily it doesn't get rid of it. You can't destroy a Wonderful unless you're stupid enough to sell it. As you said, you can remove a Wonderful from one tool, put it on another. Buy the shop. Let's buy the shop. We will never have that much money. We can also make accessories with Chen. Accessories are you can use to make accessories with orichalcum. That gives us things like we restore health over time. We get more maximum health. We get more maximum fullness. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Now he can make. Now. Now. No, the more orichalcum an accessory needs, the more effect it has. And we also have one last option where we can make a Wonderful. Be careful when you make this option, because if you choose any old Wonderful to do it from, you make a crappy Wonderful that isn't worth crap. It just gives you like a few extra gold when you use the item. It's not worth it. You really have to know what you're doing. As you said, you want... Now, in this game, like every Harvest Moon game, you have festivals. If you place in a festival without placing first place, you get Wonderful pieces. Keep those separate. Any Wonderful you make from Wonderful piece, those pieces, will automatically be the worst kind of Wonderful. It only gives you like a few gold when you use the tool. It's not worth it. Like... cabinet... Yeah, we'll eventually get a cabinet we can put things in. Okay, we've learned everything Charlie can do. Let's talk with Chen to get some seeds. We've already used up the seeds we have, but we're going to buy up the potato seeds. Make that 2 things of potato seeds. Next up, we're gonna meet... We already met Mirabelle. Let's meet her daughter. By clicking... Note at the top screen. In the top screen, you see all the islands based from afar and who's there. When you hit select, you get zoomed in on the island and you get to see where everybody actually is. This is Julia. She is Mirabelle's daughter. Beautiful girl. We can't buy anything from Mirabelle yet because we don't have the money. Oh god, this chug. Ganon has a daughter. Here's Eliza. Isn't she cute? Yeah, I can see you get your beauty from your mom. That's kind of easy to see there. My favorite bachelor lives up here, Pierre. Pierre is also the judge for the cooking contest. And no, I don't think he's... No, you can't get him to be biased if you marry him. He is so cute. Never... In female profiles, I always go for Pierre first. He's easy to win over, just food. Hello, Elliot. Let's see. Talk with everybody you can. Oh god, this thing is chugging hard. Welcome to a different... This is Verdure Island, I believe it's called. Over here we have Vaughn. He is another one of the bachelors, if you're a girl. He's not on the island a ton of the time. Sabrina. This is the cutie Sabrina. Her father lives in the mansion right above us. Her father runs a giant mining company. She's the shy, bookwormish type. Let's go meet her father, Regis. You can tell by the house Regis is the richest person on the island. You can tell that by looking at the massive mansion. As you see, he loves ore. You will eventually raise an island with a ton of ore. As you can see, he's also kind of a little full of himself. Somewhat. This is another bachelorette. This is Lana. She loves fishing. I think she's a singer or pop star, but she comes here to vacation and she will always be here, so she doesn't go back to her career. She's a cutie. Denny is your rival for Lana. In this game, like with most games, if you've raised the affection of a rival too much before the actual person you're going after, the rival will marry them. Which can really be a problem if you put a lot of effort into a certain somebody. Do investigate that boulder every day in the spring. You get seaweed. And seaweed is a good amount of money. And already we got a lot of stuff out there again. Over here we have Ganon's shop. And look at that chug. Over here we have a different food eatery. This is the cafe, Hala's Cafe. As a general rule, Nick will teach us more stuff that has to do with main courses. Hala here will teach us how to make more side stuff like sweets and such. I'm going to give Julia the flower I found. I only found one flower and that goes for Julia. Look at that chug. This thing kind of chugs for some reason. Didn't do this the other night when I tried this and I don't know why.
Well,
Let's
hey,
give
at
Julia
least
an
you
item.
got something out of it. You invented a new catchphrase.
What?
Well, at least you invented a new catchphrase thanks to it.
What that? Oh yeah, let's look at that chug. Yeah.
Indeed.
Let's give Julia a flower. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to talk with her. Never mind. You have to. Never mind to do that. To give somebody a gift, you have to talk with them enough. Otherwise, they don't feel very accepting a gift from you. So that's going to take a little while. We have to wait a few days for that. Oh, and if you want 100% this game, you do have to befriend everybody, pretty much. That is a requirement. Not extremely, but you're going to need to do it. We're not going to sell the flower yet, we're going to hold on to that. Some of these characters, like winning over some of the characters for friendship is extremely easy. There's a man who runs a boat named Nick. He will accept anything. I mean, you give him weeds, he'll thank you. And you will need to befriend him, by the way, for one of the sunstones. Martin's a fisherman. Sea urchins. We can cook with that, but it won't be for a while. Plenty of flowers. I'll show you right now. Our main goal when it comes to money is getting a bigger rucksack. I think that's like 2,000 gold. Right now we have like 300. Hello, Eliza. Right now, our big thing to gun for is this rucksack down here. 2,000 gold. It allows us to... You might notice our rucksack right now doesn't have much space. Well, when we get a bigger rucksack, we'll have 2 of those screens rather than 1. And doubling your space is a big thing you want to do early. In pretty much every Harvest Moon game, your first priority is making your rucksack bigger. That is always going to be your first priority. At the very get-go of the game, it's not really worth saving a ton of ingredients for your cooking because by the time you get a kitchen, the freshness will be utter crap. So it's better off just to sell those things. I'm not going to get rid of the flowers because they make good gifts for the ladies, but... Down here we're going to meet the boatman, Nick. Nick is our ferryman between the islands. Hello again, Pierre. Down here we have Nick. Nick will take us to Meadow Island. This is going to be where we raise the other islands. Man, that chug.
Nothing says Harvest Moon quite like literally raising islands.
Well, in Harvest Moon Animal Parade, the titular Animal Parade, you have to find the animals for the parade. It's kind of funny that, really. Oh god. Look at that glorious frame rate. Holy crap. That is some badness. We're gonna grow a thing of potatoes. Yeah, that little us wiping our forehead, that means we're half out of stamina. Here we're gonna plant a thing of potatoes. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I know what I'm doing, I promise. It's been so long since I played this game.
So shout out to everyone. He's lying. Don't believe him.
Very funny. I played this the other night, and that was the first time I played this in years. I'm not going to go for a second plot of potato seeds, because that kind of wipe our stamina out a little too much. Actually, you know what? I'll do it actually. Rucksack. First off, we need to eat something. Herbs don't restore too much health, but they restore something, which is nice. I know in some Harvest Moon games, this is the act of picking a weed will drain your health. Don't quite get how that works, but
Picking weeds. Serious business.
yeah. I'll put my heart and soul into picking these weeds. Let's eat some more stuff. We can manage this. Barely manage it, but we can manage it. So we got two plots of potatoes and 2 plots of turnips. And now it's time for us to head to bed. Yeah, our stamina is kind of low right now. And over here we have our calendar talking about big dates. As you can see, Vaughn's birthday is tomorrow. Julia's birthday is on the 6th, so we gotta... In this game, you can't wrap up presents. I forgot what she likes, but I don't think you can get this early in the game, which kind of sucks. There we have a sheep festival on the 19th. A horse festival on the 24th. We don't have a horse yet. We have to befriend Mirabelle for that. Spring Harmony Day. We gotta give cookies to girls to show our appreciation. Spoiler, we can't make cookies this early in the game. However, there is a festival. There is something later on where they'll have to give us cookies if we befriend them enough. The Crop Festival. Best crop of the season wins. We want to grow a turnip and make it nice and strong. A nice and big turnip. Hold on. I think we actually... Can we check... I guess we can only check season by season. Never mind. Let's save. Oops, nope. Save. Overwrite. Takes forever to save. And it's time for us to go to bed. And tomorrow the crops will be watered. And it's time for Gina to give us an axe and a hammer, I believe. This is what we use to chop up. We get stone. If we smash rocks, we get material stone. If we chop up wood, we get material wood. Next. And the hammer. And the sickle for reaping crops. Sickles at first are mostly used for cutting crops at the end of the season, and also for cutting grass. Later on, you'll find a way how to grow things like rice and wheat that you're going to need a sickle for, particularly the rice. Lumber, you use lumber get lumber from sticks and stumps, you get material stone from rocks. We need those to make new buildings that he'll build us. Ganon also tells us weeds, we use a sickle to get rid of weeds. we harvest rice and fodder. Rice, if you want to harvest rice, you're going to need a more powerful sickle for that. You need a yellow wonderful on it. And he tells us how we can use select to zoom out on the map and zoom in on the map. It's drizzling. Because it's drizzling, we don't need to water our plants. And I forgot to water that one crop. Crap. Yeah, as you can see, the turnips are already grown. We're just gonna pick a lot of weeds. We're just gonna pick a ton of weeds and sell them. They don't sell for much, but they're still something to sell for. And it doesn't take any stamina, which is nice. However, we will need to eat something for fullness soon. As I said, some Harvest Moon games, particularly, it takes stamina to pull out a weed. I know in Harvest Moon for the Island of... in Harvest Moon Tree of Tranquility and Harvest Moon Animal Parade, it actually takes a ton of energy to pull out a weed. Don't quite get how that works. Let's sell all these weeds. Will we get much money for them? No. We won't get a ton of money for them, but we'll still get something. I'm going to check the weather is going to be sunny tomorrow. We don't want too much rain because then the crops kind of get screwed up. If so, we're going to reset. Because we want optimization. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to reset now because rain is not what we want. No, not Island of Happiness. No, no, no. We don't want that. We want Sunshine Islands. Yeah, that is, you generally don't want too much rain, especially early in the game when you can't control weather. Always, as a general rule, yeah, we don't get much fullness after eating. We gotta eat something in the morning. We don't have much fullness back. We already went through this. He tells us what to do with the sickle, the hoe, and the hammer. Axe, hammer, sickle. We're not recreating communist Russia here, though. That's just hammer and sickle, not the axe. Unless you want super communist Russia. That's not what we want, though.
Soviet Russia sandwich eats you.
Yeah. I just realized I have to reset again. Ugh. Because I forgot to water one plot of crop. One crop. Oh my god. That was, not my bravest move. Luckily, it doesn't take much effort. I still have enough energy for one last crop watering. Luckily, after this, I don't want to worry about hoeing a lot of ground, which is good. More chug. Let's go water that crop. That way we don't end up with this abnormality. Let's give that an extra thing of water. I think that's what we need. So I forgot to water that the other day. Once again, Ganon gives us a gift. We already went through this. Axe. Hammer. And sickle. We already know what to do, Ganon. Well, I'm glad he's not as dangerous as the Ganon from Zelda. That's a plus. That'd be freaking weird to have that Ganon come over and giving you stuff to raise a farm.
It just felt like being creative.
Either that, or he was sick and tired of getting beaten up, and he finally gave up the ghost. He finally said, "Screw this, screw fighting these people. I just want to do something else." Come on down to Ganondorf's carpentry. We make furnitures, we make fridges, we make tables, and we also make these giant castles if you like them. Don't worry, the Redeads are not part of the labor union. Yeah, you can't in this game with water. You can actually give your crops more than 1 unit of water a day if it's sunny out. If it's really sunny out, you may want to give your crops more than one thing of water to balance out, depending on what the crop needs. Sometimes crops need more sun than water, or vice versa. Generally, that's how it goes. Oops, now I want to do. Frog, I saw a frog. Let's go talk with Taro first thing. First thing you do before saving the day, besides chores, talk with Taro. Get your weather balanced. Crap, it might be locked in. Crap. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna reload back to the previous night, do a save state, and hope this doesn't happen again. Because if it's locked in, we might have a problem. I'd rather not my crops drown. That's the last thing I want. If this doesn't, we might switch to a different game depending on how this works soon. I might switch to Rune Factory, actually. I'm just gonna water that one plant, go to bed, save state before going to bed. If it doesn't work, load the save state. Yeah, in this game you can kind of control how much watering your crops get. You can't control how much sun your crops get. There is a kind of a way to do it, but that doesn't come up till much later, when you have a lot more experience under your belt. Yeah, we're already halfway to our goal of getting a medium rucksack, so we should be able to get that by the first weekend. File, save state, sleep. Ganon's going to give us the gifts again. Axe, hammer, and sickle. We already did this. I know how to use these things from every other game. Of course, because not everybody who plays these games has played all the others, they have to give the tutorial stuff and tell you what to do. It's drizzling. Run around, get all the plants and such. Oops, didn't want to get the rock. Yeah, weeds really have no place in the game besides to annoy you. So, do what I do, sell weeds. Do they sell for much? No. Is it money? Yes. It doesn't take any energy to pick up a weed like it does in some games, so do make the most of your weeds. Oops. Weeds always sell for the same amount. They don't have freshness or anything like that, which just kind of makes sense because they're worthless, but we're gonna do this till 9 a.m. Back here is where we construct our animal farms, animal sheds. I think we have to gain it to do that, though. We're gonna get all the weeds. Because it gets us a little bit of extra scratch. Does it give us a ton of money? No. Oops. First off, we're gonna get something to eat from Nick. Hopefully the weather is not crap tomorrow. Now we're gonna talk with Taro and cross our fingers. Come on, Taro, give me something good. Crap. Well, our planets might get too much water before we even start the game. That's a great start. We wasted a ton of money. Jesus Christ. I guess there's no avoiding the rain. Chugga, chugga, chug. And that's a sign we're already filling up on this stuff. Hello, Elliot. Elliot is your rival for Julia, I believe. So if you want to get Julia, don't befriend Elliot too much because she might go after her. He may win her instead. Pet food is cheap. It's also a good way to earn some characters into their hearts. I know some characters you can befriend them simply by giving them pet food. Ganon is also easy to befriend. Just give him sticks. Just give him stones. Not stones. Just give him sticks. He's happy getting sticks. Hello, Denny. We're gonna lose a few gold because we gotta get some. We gotta get something to eat. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Felicia, I meant. Characters do have different schedules if it's sunny or rainy, as well as different days of the week. Now we're gonna sell off some of our stuff. First off, we're gonna eat. Bamboo shoots are best off sold right now. As is seaweed. Like, you can use them for recipe ingredients, but you're not gonna get a kitchen until much later in the game. Not much later, but you're not gonna get a kitchen until later in the game. And if you're saving them that way, you're probably gonna have absolutely crappy ingredients because the freshness is absolute crap. Chugga chug. More flowers, more herbs. Every day in spring, you'll be able to collect from the boulder a thing of seaweed. Do so. Even if you can't buy, even if you can't sell this, even if you can't make food with the seaweed. Oops. Even if you can't make food with the seaweed, you can still sell this. You can still sell the seaweed. It's It's only available in spring for some reason. Look at that chug. You know, I don't think I need 4 things of flowers. By the way, another thing to note in this game, fullness does affect when you get up in the morning. Now, I think we're gonna get something over here. Let's eat something at the cafe. Hello, Sabrina. She's so cute. Hello, Julia. Hello, Hayla. I'd like to get something cheap, please. What's your cheapest item? That's not water. That appears to be rice ball, toast, or candied potato. Because I love Japan, I'm gonna get a rice ball. Yeah, you can see that I restored a lot of fullness just now. But I'm gonna make that money back. By day 4, by the 6th of spring, I should be able to get the, I should be able to get some, I should be able to get the medium rucksack. By the way, people might notice this game does run on military time. As you can see, we have 14:20. For those who don't know what that means, that is 2:20 in the afternoon. More weeds to sell. They don't sell for a ton of money, but still money we need. More chug. Let's get some more weeds, nothing. Because every bit of money helps. Holy crap. Hello, Pierre. Now, if you want to give gifts to people, you will need to talk with them regularly to get them to warm up to you. You can sell items to a Chen here, but you don't get as much as if you sell them to Taro. Kind of like if you go for convenience, you don't get as much money. You get what I mean? Shin?
I'm sorry, my focus was elsewhere.
In this game, you can sell items to Chen at any time his shop is open, but when you do so, you don't get as much money for it. You get your money quickly, but you don't get as much, which kind of makes sense. It rewards you for patience. You recommend all of them. I'm sure there's no favoritism there. Everything in our shop is good. Of course it is. If there's someone who says my shop is crap, they're not doing a good job of being a salesperson. At least that's what I think. Chug-a-chug. Hello, Regis.
I'm getting better performance out of a significantly more advanced game.
A superior merchant must wear the finest apparel, like me. Regis is a little full of himself, as you can see.
I'll be returning shortly, as a classic case of nature is calling.
Okay. Understood. Kingfish. Kingfish are your big fish you're just gonna take a lot of effort to catch. This thing is just... Holy crap, this thing is not liking this. Hello, Gannon. Gannon's not exactly the most customer-friendly person. If you say you don't want to buy anything, he yells at us and says, come back when you make up your mind. Not quite Danny from Rune Factory Frontier, but not quite good service either. Hotel, I forgot about the hotel. The hotel is where people come to stay when they're not from here. Kind of corny. No, it's feeling business is a good character. Close, close, close. Look at that truck. Sorry about the silence, but it's usually... Yeah, as you can see, rainy days are kind of a downer, especially when because we got rain today and drizzle yesterday, in 2 days we got 3 units of rain of water and no sun. So we're not going to be watering tomorrow because it's 2 units of sun, and the day after, if it is cloudy out, we're not going to water. If it is sunny out, we're going to give it 1 unit of water. Key here is balance. Sometimes you don't. Welcome
turn.
I got the first rucksack upgrade on day 3, which is really quick. As you can see, I've been chopping up things today, and I kind of have no stamina. I also kind of have no money. Because I did get the rucksack upgrade yesterday, as you can see. As you can see, I got the rucksack upgrade yesterday, which is nice. Now I have to sell some stuff to get some money to restore my stamina. Otherwise, my stamina is going to be completely in the toilet. Well, it is in the toilet. I got to keep my fullness up. Water is not very good for keeping your fullness and stamina up. It's like one thing of stamina I don't even think restores any fullness. So you do have to eat to restore fullness, which I'm going to do right now with my herb. Hello again, Regis. A superior person must wear the finest apparel, like me. Now, somebody's kind of full of themselves. Over here we have... Oh, I thought... Oh, Sabrina's in the cafe, that's right. Yeah, Regis, of course, has the big upstairs you have. Let's look around his house. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Upstairs you have their kitchen and their dining room, which is absolutely massive, as befitting of a mansion owner who runs a massive company. You have the sitting room and the study room. I believe this is Sabrina's room. You can tell by the big pink bed. I don't think Regis would sleep in a big pink bed with a canopy on it. Hey, more power to him if he does. Am I right? He wants to sleep in a big pink bed with a canopy on it. That's more power to him. I think that Regis' room, we just passed it, which is the small room. Odd. Seems like he gives himself the small room, and his daughter gets the massive room. Interesting, to say the least. Talk with Mirabelle and talk with Mirabelle. Soon we'll really give people gifts. In which case we can start earning our first sunstones. Yeah, people here tend to be, if you look at their items and say you don't want anything, they tend to be kind of a snot. Like, she says something rude, Gannon outright yells at you if you say I don't want to buy anything. He's like, and it's like, well, that's like, we kind of have the Danny from Frontier line of customer service, apparently, in some cases. Let's see what the large rucksack costs. Oops, not sell. Well, we'll sell some lumber? Oh no, that's worth nothing. Never mind. You want some weeds? Yeah, let's see what... We're gonna see how much the next rucksack costs. I think it's like 5,000. I think that comes in a few days from now, actually. Never mind. Hello, Charlie. Let's go, let's, sell some bamboo shoots. Yeah, so I don't know if you were here for when I said this, Shane, but you might notice that we have 2 days of rain in a row. One day is drizzle, which is 1 unit of water. The other day today is rain, which is 2 units of water. We haven't gotten any sunshine in the process. So tomorrow, no matter what the weather, we are not watering to not drown the plants. And the plan is tomorrow is going to be sunny. So that means we're going to have 2 units of sun tomorrow. So we're not going to water anything. The day after that is going to be... The day after that we don't know what it'll be. If it's not sunny, if it's not raining out at all, we have to balance out water depending on that. If it's just going to be cloudy out, we don't use any water. If it's going to be sunny, we use 1 thing of water. If it's going to be hot, we use 2. Hot weather doesn't generally occur in spring until later on. Hello again, Pierre. I love his face like that. He's so cute when he has that face. It's not much, but I need some water, Nick. Yeah, as you can see, I have 49 gold left, which doesn't buy anything. Not even a thing of stone is worth 49 gold. Now I gotta put my wood in my supply shed. Because with the axe, I was able to chop up a bunch of wood. I gotta find the supply shed first. There we go. We can't put stone in the supply shed yet. We can't quite do that yet. We got plenty of lumber. Now I'm going to get some more money later to restore fullness, so I'm going to get some more lumber. Stones isn't worth getting right now because, again, they just take up inventory space right now. Okay, 3 more pieces of lumber. We don't have much lumber left in our field, which is good. 2. Yeah, we're about to pass out what that means, so, last bit of lumber. And a frog. Hello, frog. Okay, we're gonna wait till 5 o'clock rolls around so that we can buy something to fulfill ourselves. Because we're going to get some money at 5 o'clock. It's currently 4:40. Now, tarot doesn't come around at 5 o'clock. There appears to be some sort of teleportation device in there. How much money do I have? Okay, I got my money in. 711 gold. That is good. We're going to buy something to get our fullness back up. We've talked with basically everybody in town. We've done basically everything we can do. I believe tomorrow's when we get our first sunstone. I believe. I may be wrong. It's been so long since I played this. Hello, Denny. I want something nice and filling. Curry rice. Let's go with something I like. Let's go with miso soup. That's what I call good. Got a little more stamina, we got our fullness up more. We're going to do a little more lumber chopping in our field, and then we're going to go to bed for the night. Chug. We can't get rid of the stump yet. That's later. Oops. Also, if you use stamina in the rain, it will drain your stamina more. And that's all the wood our field has to offer. So it's time for us to head to bed. First off, we gotta put our wood in the supply shed. And also, I showed earlier how you can buy tools from Ganon. The watering cans that you can buy from Ganon is kind of expensive, but they do have wonderful slots, so you can actually upgrade the tools that way. We're going to need that. Rucksack. Yes, rucksack. We're gonna put the wood in here so that way it doesn't eat up inventory space. And we're gonna sell our weed. Yeah, that didn't come out right. Our stone doesn't sell for anything, so we're gonna hold on to that for now. We can hold up to 99, so we don't have to worry about that much for now. Let's save again. Oops, nope. Oops, damn it. I'm going to be doing this until for another half hour, then I'm going to take a break for dinner, and then I'll be back for more games. Now again, we're not watering our plants even though it's sunny because we might be drowning the poor things. Speaking of harvesting, Taro's here. They probably make it so your first harvest doesn't crash because that kind of be a bad way for the game to start. Nothing would quite teach you how to plant crops like having your first thing fail. Taro's going to teach us how to harvest turnips. Now we can simply a matter of going over and hitting X. Now we're going to harvest 9 of the turnips. The other 9 we're not going to get until a little later. Because the other 9 we're going to let go bigger and bigger. So that way we'll get a good size quality. You note how his size is like A rank with a high size? That's not going to happen right off the bat. You want to leave them on to get the size go up. Weather determines quality, leave it on to determine size, freshness is how recently you picked it. Happy harvesting. Yeah, we need one more unit of sun to get our crops to bloom properly because of all the rain they got. So we're going to ignore that. We're just going to go around and hammer some stuff. We're going to hammer these rocks. Because watering our crops when they've been watered that much is a bad idea. Nothing would quite suck like getting free seeds at the beginning of the game and then screwing it up. Oops, didn't want to do that. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Do a little lumber harvesting. Oops, didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. Yeah, if you use the L button, it puts your item you have away. If you use the R button, it cycles through the items in the 4 on the screen. As you can see, we don't have a ton of stuff to do today. When we get a horse, our horse stable is up here. We will need to construct our own animal sheds. Well, Ganon will build them. We have to pay him money and material stone and lumber. And we're going to put the stone we got earlier down. What the?
That was my bizarre sneeze.
Oh. It sounded like a record scratch.
Yep, apparently your commentary is that cringy that it scratched its own record.
That's not good. Oops. I wouldn't say it's cringy, it's just that I'm not that... It's kind of hard to say something because I don't... Because it's hard when you're not to insult you or anything, but when there's no talking going on, it's kind of hard to feedback off something. And we got a field cleared out. We can't get rid of the stumps yet. We need a better axe for that. And that's an axe we need to buy from Gin. Now let's head to the main island. Everybody is out and about. Let's see what Taro has to say with the weather. Uh-oh. We don't want it drizzling. Time to reset. Yeah, drizzle is bad because we've already got a ton of water, so we don't want that. Nope, not Island of Happiness. No. Now, first off, we don't need to get our stuff in the field. We're going to talk with Taro first thing. That way we won't worry about doing a ton of effort if it resets. I really hope everything's not preset into the game, like every day. That kind of sucks. Most Harvest Moon games, if you reset the day before, you can kind of manipulate the weather, which is very helpful. Yes, we know about harvesting then. We just learned that last time. Head out. Again, we're not going to pick out crops. First thing we're going to do is talk with Taro. If we get a good forecast, we save state. Taro, tell me good weather, please. God damn it. I guess it's kind of built into the game. That is not a good thing. Now, we're going to take a break from this, actually. I'm going to try a different game. I'm not going to save state, but, well, I hope people who did watch this enjoyed this. This is Harvest Moon Sunshine Islands Part 1. Again, I am Big Otaku 2118/PrinPride1. And with me I have Shinryu0/DevaIntoner. So we're going to say goodbye for now. We're going to be back a little later, but from those just interested in the Sunshine Islands, I hope you all enjoyed this. We apologize for not talking much, but we are hoping some point later maybe to get guest streamers or be a little more commentative. For now, goodbye everybody. Shin, let's tell them all goodbye.
Later, everyone, and don't forget to check back as I'll be running my stream test soon enough, featuring Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, as well as Planet Zoo, so we'll expect to see that from him. I might, in a few months, I am going on vacation. I'm probably going to get some money on vacation. I'll try to buy something to entertain. I think Planet Coaster or something like that. There is plans for me, Shin, and a third commentator who's going to be here often to play Stardew Valley Co-op, so look forward to that later on. For now, goodbye everybody, I hope you had fun, stay safe, and if you're affected by the absolute nightmarish cold we're having in the US, stay warm.